What's up, YouTube? Just got finished watching a video on soaking from John Belt, and I saw a comment somebody left saying that it is New Age, saying that it is like yoga, don't be deceived, or whatever. I just want to clarify that the New Age has taken everything it has from Christianity, um, and soaking is not New Age at all. Uh, Also, uh, soaking is a best way to hear from the Lord. My own personal experience. If you don't know how to hear God's voice, I would recommend going back and reviewing a video that I did on the four keys on how to hear uh, God's voice. It's based off of Mark Verkler's teaching, Four Keys to Hearing God's Voice. And he goes on the scriptural basis on how to hear God's voice through Habakkuk, chapter 2, verses 1 and 2, and 3 also. Uh, and one of the four keys are, I'll say them again, quiet yourself down / be still. Now, I want to clarify that. Let's look at that let's look at that key just for a moment. How do we quiet ourselves down? We live in a busy world. Soaking is probably the best way to quiet ourselves down. Take maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Turn on some worship music. No singing, no, just instrumental. Instrumental is probably the best way to quiet yourself down. If you have one of the most interesting things I find when I soak personally, I hear God's voice more clearly because I'm resting in His presence. And my personal favorite group or musician, there are two musicians that I listen to on a constant basis to quiet myself down and focus on God, to hear His voice, and that is the two artists are John Belt, who pretty much does all of his instrumental. He sings a little bit, but not that much. He does mostly instrumental. And Julie True, she sings a lot, but it's not like really. It's really soft, really cool, calm, and it's not one of those. Although worship is great, her type of worship is just slow, calm, and just peaceful. She has some music called Music to Journal By. I would also recommend that. And she talks about using the four keys from Dr. Mark Verkler. But this guy, there was somebody that posted something on this video that I'm gonna leave in the description, uh, saying that this is yoga / New Age. I want to clarify it is not yoga. I also want to clarify that everything that the New Age has been stolen from Christianity. I want to make that perfectly clear. So if we live in a very busy, fast-paced world. We're always doing something, and I think God wants to get our attention. And soaking is, in my personal opinion, the best way to do that. So if you haven't heard of soaking and are interested in hearing more, I'm going to leave some links in the description to talk to you a little bit more about soaking and what it is. I'm going to leave John Belt's website, overflowglobal.com, and julietrue.com in the description, along with the video that talks about soaking from John Belt. And again, it is not New Age. I want to clarify this. Everything that the New Age has been stolen from Christianity. Why? Because David had the tent that had worship. going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Mostly, I guarantee you, it was mostly instrumental. Because he had instruments, he had people singing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Why? Because worship brings God into the atmosphere. Okay? His presence, he loves it when we worship him. And soaking is probably the best way, without using words, to worship. You can quiet yourself down very, very quickly. If you are a parent and you've got kids and they need to have some peaceful nap times, I would definitely recommend Julie True and John Belt for that. I mean, but I'm telling you, it is amazing the stuff that happens when you soak. It is not New Age. I'm going to drive this home. It is not New Age. It is not yoga. It is something totally, totally different. Let me make that clear again. It is something totally different. Everything. I'm going to say it again. I'm not tired of repeating it because everybody needs to hear this. It is not New Age. It is not yoga. Everything that New Age has been stolen from Christianity. Everybody, if you look at New Age doctrine, you will see that it is stolen. It took everything it has from Christianity and saying Christianity is not for what it is. But still, New Age, yoga, soaking is not it. It's quieting yourself down so that you can hear God's voice more clearly. There's nothing wrong with soaking. It is absolutely 100% biblical. If you look it up, David had worship going 24 hours a day in the tent, in the presence of God, all the time. All the time. That's all he had. 24 hours a day, he worshiped God. 24 hours a day, he had music going. And people should have it going 24 hours a day. I personally have a playlist called Soaking, and it lasts 4 days, or probably 4.1, 4.2 days. So I definitely recommend it. If you want more information on soaking, I'm going to leave some websites and this video that I just watched in the description so that you guys could get some more information on it. I hope you guys have a great day and have fun. Have fun soaking in the presence of the Lord. That's all I got to say, man.